welcome to the Newshour agenda. Our top story today is a story coming out of Tamil Nadu where the NEET row continues to escalate. In fact, there's some breaking news coming in on that with Tamil Nadu Chief Minister MK Stalin writing to President Murmu. The Tamil Nadu Chief Minister has urged the President to clear the anti-NEET bill. Let's quickly take this across to Somit, who's joining us live. Somit, big update coming in over there. The Tamil Nadu Chief Minister has now written to the President. We've seen, of course, a massive face-off through the day between the BJP and the DMK on this issue, and now the State Chief Minister writing to the President. What exactly has he demanded?
Well, Madhav, the tussle between the government, the BJP and the governor is intensifying day by day. And even Ravi in an event, he has clearly stated that if he's having anything to do with that bill, anti-NEET bill, then he wouldn't have been cleared. But however, that bill is pending with the president. And, CM Stalin has openly stated that, it's the governor who kept it pending. And even, the tussle can be seen, escalating. On the other hand, BJP has stated that because, several ministers and also the legislators from the DMK
Absolutely.
Party,
and in fact, Somit, we'll keep coming back to you for more updates on this story. But meanwhile, let's tell our viewers that the face-off between Tamil Nadu Chief Minister MK Stalin and Governor Ravi has intensified after the twin suicides case in the state. Hours after a student ended his life allegedly after failing to clear the NEET exams, his father also killed himself. Issuing a strong statement after the twin suicides, Stalin appealed to NEET aspirants not to take the extreme step. He's blamed Governor Ravi for the delay in the anti-NEET bill being passed. Chief Minister Stalin branded NEET as an exam only for the rich. He's even claimed that the NEET barriers will come crashing down post Lok Sabha polls in 2024. He's also reminded the people of Tamil Nadu that it was in DMK's manifesto and they tried to deliver on the promise. However, all attempts were stalled by the governor. He's also alleged that the governor deliberately delayed and returned the first resolution and sent the second one to the president for assent.
எதிர்ப்பு தெரிவிச்சிருக்கிறாங்கன்னா இதை நம்முடைய ஆளுநர் அவர்கள் புரிந்து கொள்ள வேண்டும். அவர் வேற ஒரு உலகத்தில் இருக்கிறாரு. அவர் தமிழ்நாட்டு மக்களுடைய மனநிலை சுத்தமாக அவர் புரிஞ்சிக்கவே இல்லை. நம்ம தொடர்ந்து கிட்டத்தட்ட ஒரு 20 உயிர்கள் பறி கொடுத்துருக்குறோம் 4-5 வருடங்களில். எனவே ஆளுநர் அவர்கள் தயவுசெய்து புரிந்து கொள்ள வேண்டும். ஏற்கனவே அவர் டெல்லிக்கு அனுப்பிச்சிட்டாரு. அவங்க ரொம்ப நாள் அந்த நம்முடைய மசோதா வச்சுருந்தாரு. முதலமைச்சருடைய அழுத்தத்தின் காரணமாக டெல்லிக்கு அனுப்பிச்சிட்டாரு கொஞ்சம்.
Now, NEET has been a contentious debate in Tamil Nadu over the last few months. While the DMK government called it anti-poor, the BJP has defended it, calling it a transparent process. The latest attack on the governor comes hours after he had made it clear that if it was up to him, he would never clear the anti-NEET bill. He was speaking at a felicitation event for students from Tamil Nadu who had secured high marks in this year's NEET exam. Listen in.
A teacher has to be fair. A teacher has to be fair to the student. And I tell you one thing, whatever is there in the CBSE book, nothing beyond is needed. I have many students I have seen who have cleared NEET, cleared well, without going to a coaching institution, because their teachers in their schools have taught them. The book that they prescribed, CBSE book, that is a standard. If a standard is lower than that, don't blame the standard. You have to raise the standard. CBSE's standard is a very good book, very good syllabus, and NEET is not beyond that. So let there be no confusion. NEET is going to stay in the country. I want my children to be competitive, to be the best in the country.
Now, the DMK and BJP have claimed that there's DMK's anti-NEET agenda, and this is a stunt to politicize the issue and gain political mileage from it.
Two precious lives, a father and son, is lost today. Their only sin is they believed MK Stalin and his son Udaynidhi, who said they will get away with NEET if voted to power, and the Prince Udaynidhi said he knows the secret to get away with NEET for Tamil Nadu. All they are interested is to spin a narrative that the stumbling block for an exemption for NEET is the central government and the governor, whereas NEET has gone to the courts of law years ago. It is under the Supreme Court's direction NEET is implemented in Tamil Nadu. Now it has to be fought in judiciary with the relevant merits and data. The committee formed by DMK lacks sufficient data, lacks credibility. That's why DMK is not able to fight it out in the courts.
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
And for more of this, let's go right across to our guest. Joining us with us is Narayan Tirupati, spokesperson of the BJP. JVC Sriram is a political strategist. Joining us with us also is A. Saravanan, national spokesperson of the DMK. Dr. P. Pularao is a political analyst joining us on the broadcast. Mr. Saravanan, today we have a situation where the BJP says that even the family, even the kin of the victims, they are saying that it is for the state government to have taken action, and to that extent are also, in a way expecting more from the state government. They're saying that perhaps this is more could have been done by the ruling party to prevent this situation from arising in the first place. How do you react to that, Saravanan?
See, the NEET is in existence only because the BJP RSS ecosystem wants it to be. Under the constitution, there is a provision where if a state wants an exemption from legislation of the union list made by the union government, which is there in the concurrent list especially, we can resort to Article 254, which we have resorted to. The people of Tamil Nadu, through the assembly, through a bill, has said that we don't want NEET, we want exemption from NEET, and it is pending before the president for her assent. And in the meantime, what does this governor do? This clownish of a governor, what does he do? He holds the bill and he makes a confession. A despicable act. 2 days back, he makes a confession. Let's not make personal comments, because you will say something, the BJP spokesperson will say something else. Let's not go down that road, please, Mr. Saravanan. Let's keep it civil. This is not a personal comment.
This is much too serious an issue.
I'm commenting on his actions.
But let's not.
Madhav, I'm commenting on his actions.
No, you're free to criticize him, sir. You can use whatever language you want. Let's not get down to abuse, because then it becomes counterproductive. That's my only point. Because you will say something, the BJP panelists will say something else. Let's not waste time. It's a serious issue. But Saravanan,
you know what abuse is?
Yes, let's 1 second. Saravanan, let me come to a simple point.
Let me finish.
Point that I'm making is that the government, the center says that this is actually more egalitarian. It removes, for instance, capitation fees and other things. It's a much needed reform, is what the center has been saying time and again, and that you're not being factually correct in your opposition. How do you respond to that, A. Saravanan?
See, it's a joke. It's a joke when they say it is an egalitarian move. They have removed capitation fee, but what have they done? 25 lakhs. The guy, the student who committed suicide yesterday, why did he die? Because he did not have the money to pay tuition fee. That is why he is qualified. He is qualified as per the NEET examinations. He can get admitted, but he did not have the money to pay to a private college. That is why he committed suicide. They have legalized capitation fee.
Okay, let me bring it.
This BJP government
let
has
the BJP spokesperson respond to you on that.
For every student.
Okay, you're saying it's an elitist move. You're saying it's an elitist move. And Narayan Tirupati,
and all the BJP colleges, most of the BJP people are running medical colleges.
So DMK politicians do not run colleges?
BJP
are you saying there is nobody linked to DMK who's running a college, sir?
Are running medical colleges across the country.
Nobody linked to the DMK is running any medical college.
What?
Nobody linked to the DMK is running any medical college.
I am saying,
so that's what
I am also putting it on record. I am also putting it on record.
So let's not get. Listen to this. Obviously, we have to be clear that all politicians across.
See, Madhav, why do you want to defend the BJP, Madhav? Why do you want to defend the BJP?
I am not defending anyone.
So enraged if I say something against the BJP?
I am not defending anyone. I am just saying that when you say that BJP politicians are linked to medical colleges, so are DMK, so are ADMK, so are Congress, and it's not just about Tamil Nadu. It's a problem that exists in state after state. Once again, Saravanan, let me bring in now the BJP on this. Narayan Tirupati, the point being made here by Mr. Saravanan, to an extent it is held up by the Justice A.K. Rajan Committee. The A.K. Rajan Committee said that in 2010, 80.2% of English medium students got through, and as far as 19.79% of Tamil medium students were admitted in various medical colleges in Tamil Nadu. In 2017, after NEET was introduced, that figure goes from 80.2 to 98.41. So only 1.6% of the students who secured seats were Tamil medium educated, and there's also a huge skew of students whose parents are graduate who are actually getting through. So these are observations of the A.K. Rajan Committee. Okay, so can this elitist argument not cannot be upheld?
It is absolutely false. It is absolutely false. And what all A.K. Rajan's committee, we deny whatever it has said, and all those arguments, put forth by the A.K. Rajan committee was in fact put forth by the then government in Tamil Nadu in the Supreme Court, the Honorable Supreme Court. Mrs. Nalini Sitharaman, who fought against these people who fought for NEET, and very clearly explained, put forth all arguments, and the Supreme Court has very, very clearly given a judgment, given an order that NEET should continue. In fact, as Saravanan said, the central government had in fact asked the Supreme Court to give the exemption to Tamil Nadu for the next 2 or 3 years, which the Supreme Court very strongly denied. And in this issue, yesterday's issue, what Mr. Saravanan said is absolutely a lie, a blatant lie, because his father, mother, had very clearly said yesterday, which is there viral in the entire media, that this particular student studied in the Chaitanya School of CBSE. And he scored 424 out of 500 before 3 years. And for this 424, even if NEET was not there, that 100% he would not have got admission into MBBS. In the last two, and Saravanan also said because he was not able to pay fees, but his father had said that in the last 2 examinations, 8 examinations, he has tried, he has scored below 100, and he has went for coaching. His father has paid money. Even this time, he has scored below 300, wherein the cutoff mark for NEET to this year is for OC it is 606, BC it is 560, MBC 532, SC 452, SCA 383, BCM 542, ST 355. So 100% he would not have been eligible for the MBBS seat. And this DMK is trying to do politics in this death. That is what they have been doing. Now also they are doing. NEET was not brought by BJP, it was brought by the DMK and the Congress rule. NEET was brought and NEET was forced to implement by the Honorable Supreme Court. BJP got time for 1 year.
Respond to that, Sarvan, respond to that.
And last but not the least, it was very clownish of Udayani's part to say that he has the secret of implementing.
Mr. Tirupati,
secret of don't go away with the NEET. No, I am not personal. I just said it is only clownish, as Mr. Saravanan said. So Mr. Udayanithi said, it was he knows the secret. There is the secret. What did you do for 2.5 years? You have not gone to the Supreme Court.
Okay.
You actually used to challenge it in the Supreme Court.
You made a political promise.
Responsible for this death.
Okay, you made a political promise and then waited more than 3 years to approach the Supreme Court, also factually denying the particular student in this particular case would have qualified. Sarvanan, please respond to those 2-3 points being made over here. And also Supreme Court has educated on this earlier. That's what Mr. Tirupati says.
Madhav, the BJP, the BJP is shamelessly coming and trying to politicize the entire issue. It is a simple assent of the president. When will the president act? The president will act when the union cabinet recommends it. But why the union cabinet is not recommending this? Because they are so much entrenched in the coaching class mafia. What is the link between the BJP and the coaching class mafia? 1 lakh crore every year. That is the amount that is funneled into these coaching classes. Let us take 10,000 students. 9,999 students would have attended coaching class, would have cleared NEET, and half of them are repeaters. This is what we are saying. 20 lakhs is the amount that is spent by every successful NEET student. Can everybody spend this? Is this what you call this egalitarian?
Okay.
What about the rural people? Even if they have money, will they have access?
You're being accused of supporting the coaching class mafia. Without 25 lakhs, nobody can qualify through this form of NEET. That's a charge coming from DMK. Respond to that, Naren Tirupati.
No, Madhav. Arguments have been made, is a blatant lie. And the Balaji Medical College, which the Jagadishan's friend said belongs to Mr. Jagat Ratchagan. As you rightly pointed out, DMK has got many medical colleges, and the DMK has been trying to, see, they are saying that because 20 or more deaths, more suicides have happened, they want to go away with the NEET. But, thousands of suicides and thousands of, suicides and murders happened because of liquor policy of Tamil Nadu and because of the government is selling Tasmak. I have, in fact, tweeted today, so with so many examples of how in Tamil Nadu, a government's policy, liquor has taken their lives. So many suicides have happened. So many students, daughters, sons, mothers, fathers have committed suicide.
Okay.
Why you are not bothered about all those suicides?
Okay.
In 10th and fearing of 10th and 12th examination.
Let me bring in other panelists also, please.
Have committed suicide in the last 40, 50 years. Why DMK has not, they have not
Just
gone
10
away
seconds,
with the
Madhav,
12th
10
and
seconds
10th
to me.
students. What
Have
is
they-
this?
have they abolished
Where
it?
are you? Where are you? You want you to do away with the 10th and 12th examination?
We are here in Tamil Nadu.
Okay, 10 second, quick 10-second response, please. Then I move on to others.
Yeah, Madhav. Yeah, Madhav, have they abolished liquor in Madhya Pradesh? Have they abolished liquor in Uttar Pradesh?
We have not abolished the NEET everywhere.
What is this
we have
nonsense?
Not abolished the
That
NEET
apart,
Madhav,
that
we have
apart,
not, what is this nonsense?
that apart,
have
that
we
apart.
abolished the NEET in other states? Have we
Sir.
abolished the NEET in other
Sir.
states?
Okay,
Sir,
okay.
Madhav, ask him.
I think we are spreading this debate.
Don't speak.
This
Don't
is the
speak.
argument.
See, yeah, I will answer.
Madhav, you
yeah,
ask him.
Yeah, Madhav.
we have not
Madhav.
abolished other
This is
states.
the worst thing anybody can speak. See, 10th standard, this NEET examination totally throws away the 10th standard and the plus 2 marks. Then why should you study for your 10th standard and your plus 2?
Okay.
Just prepare for NEET.
Okay.
Your
Let me
whole
bring in
life
JVC Sriram on this.
and become a
JVC
doctor.
Sriram,
What
there are
is the
those who
point of a
believe
holistic
that
education? Why do we
NEET
need
is
plus
heavily
2 exams
skewed in
at all?
favor of CBSE students, and that those who come from the state board are at a huge disadvantage. That's also one of the concerns being expressed. Also, of course, the fact that those from rural backgrounds, etc., are disadvantaged, and the stats, as I was reading from the Justice Rajan committee at least, do tend to actually prove that. That's what comes out of the Justice Rajan committee report as well. JVC Sriram.
Madhav, the first thing which I want to mention here is that much before NEET had come into existence, there had been several coaching institutes which have been happening for the 12th standard students. In fact, there have been several coaching institutes located at Namakkal. Now, the point number one I want to make is that it was the DMK's MP, Minister Gandhi Selvan, Union Minister of Health, State for Health and Family Welfare, who brought that NEET in the UPA government, and it was the DMK which was in place. As Mr. Narayan Tripathi rightly said, it was not the BJP which brought it, and the Supreme Court is the one which said that NEET must be implemented. And number two, before Mr. Udayanidhi Stalin made that promise that I have that secret weapon, now Mr. Saravanan is saying that the Union Cabinet is bound and President has to give the consent. Now, before they gave this promise, did they consult with the President of this country? Did they talk to the Prime Minister of this country? Did they talk to the Governor of Tamil Nadu? Nothing. They said they have the secret. They said they have the weapon. What kind of weapon they have? What kind of secret they had? No, what rubbish is this? Please keep quiet. Saravanan, I didn't speak when you are speaking. So ask him to stop, Madhav.
Okay, go ahead. Make your point.
Ask him to stop. Ask him to stop. Ask him to stop the crap. The crap is what he's giving it. Okay?
That's mindful of our language, please. Yeah.
Without knowing the constitutional validity of the same thing. Let them go to the Supreme Court. Let them go to the Supreme Court. Let them go to the Supreme Court. They do not want to go to the Supreme Court because if they go to the Supreme Court will say NEET will be applicable in Tamil Nadu. They do not. No. President will say no. President has already said no. ADMK had sent that. ADMK had said, ADMK, Mr. Saravanan, allow me to talk.
Saravanan, let him make his point. He just started speaking. Let him make his point. You can respond to him. We have enough time.
I have the right to say. ADM, the similar resolution passed by DMK had been passed by the AIADMK, and it was sent to the President. The President had declined it. Now, these are the guys who said the same kind of stuff.
Okay.
Now, what I'm saying is, what stops them from knocking the Supreme Court?
Okay.
Because Supreme Court will say, we will not exempt NEET for Tamil Nadu.
Okay.
Then they would have egg on their face.
Okay.
They have no other go. As a result of which, they are playing politics with the people of Tamil Nadu, with the students of Tamil Nadu.
All right. Let me take those questions. I think that's a very strong argument as well. But, simple question, Sarvan, that comes out of all this is this. On the one hand, your party is claiming, and listen to my question clearly, because your party is claiming that the will of the people is being undermined. The assembly has passed resolution that has been sent to governor, that's gone on to the president. On the other hand, if this is a poll promise that your party made, the sum and substance of what Mr. Sriram is saying is that if your party leaders promise that during the process of elections, then it is also incumbent upon your party to pursue that, whether through legal options or through otherwise, and ensure that the promise is fulfilled. That has not happened, and that's the point he is promising. That's the point he's pointing out.
Yes. How comical is this? How farcical is this that we have not done anything? we have appointed this Justice A.K. Rajan committee. We followed that up with the legislation. Now the governor, that is why I said the governor committed a despicable act. He withheld the bill for 6 months.
What is A.K. Rajan?
Withheld the bill for 6 months, which you ought to have sent it immediately. Now the bill, the thing is, we have Article 254, which says if a state government wants an exemption from the union law, it can do so. But it is with the union government. Why the union government is not doing this? That is the question. When you are speaking this, comparing this with what the ADMK had done, I'll tell you what it is. The ADMK government lied in the assembly. No, the president returned the bill. They said, I have not received the bill.
No,
and they
but
allowed the bill to lapse.
Saravanan,
That
if
is
there are
the
so many
treasury
illegalities,
of the ADMK party,
if there
the
are so
allies
many
of the
illegalities,
BJP, that
then
is what they
obviously
did.
court is the forum,
We are pursuing
isn't it?
it now. How can you say that we are not pursuing?
No,
See,
Mr.
this is
Saravanan.
the only way we can do.
Here, listen to the question.
Any common man with a rudimentary knowledge will know.
Mr. Saravanan, listen to the question.
And this is what
Simple
we
question I'm
promised.
asking
That is
you.
what we
If there
are
are so
doing.
many illegalities, if there are so many legal
Yes.
infirmities which you are alleging, why not go to the court?
What is illegal? Tell me what is
You
illegal.
are claiming that what the governor has done is wrong, what the centre is
What
doing
is
is wrong. If
illegal here?
everybody is wrong, then approach the court, sir.
Nothing is
Isn't
illegal.
court the best forum?
So you don't have to tell me. Yeah, that's what, mother.
Go to the court.
Right now, okay, I understand that. See, now what the government has done, what the governor has done, has the governor not sent the bill to the president? We know how to make the governor act. We have done that.
Why don't you go to
We
Supreme
know how
Court?
to approach the issue. We don't want your advice. Went
No,
to
but the point
the Supreme Court.
Try your
And
luck.
it is really funny, Madhav. It is
Try your
really
luck.
funny
Okay.
that the
Try your
BJP
luck.
is talking about the sacrosanctness of
But
the
let me-
Supreme Court judgment.
Let me
And did
come
they
in.
follow the
Let me come in
CEC
on that.
judgment?
Let me come in
Did
on
they
that.
follow the Delhi High Court
Because
judgment?
I think
Did
it's
they not
also
bring in the ordinance?
also pertinent to
How
ask.
dare?
I think it's also
How
pertinent to ask
comical
one
that they talk
question,
about Supreme
and
Court
I will bring in JVC Shriram and Narayan Tirupati on this. JVC Shriram.
He's deviating the topic.
Yeah, no, one second. JVC Shriram, let me come to the point and the role of the governor itself. You know, the number of flashpoints that we've seen over the past several months, whether it is changing Tamil Nadu, Tamilagam, whether it is, dismissing Senthil Balaji, which he had to beat a hasty retreat on. There is obviously, such a huge animosity that we're seeing between the office of the governor and the executive, that is the state government, that's seen in very few states, and perhaps there have been similar parallels that we've seen in the past in states such as West Bengal. But the DMK does have a point when he says that why is governor making such public commentary? Is this such a matter on which he should be speaking out in public? That's not what we normally see in terms of the decorum that the governor's office keeps.
So see, probably the press has asked the question and he had answered. But I think governor has got a right to do what he has to do, because it is not a state list, it is a concurrent list. And that's why I'm again and again pleading, Mr. Madhav, why can't Saravanan's party take this to the Supreme Court?
Okay.
And they will not have an answer, because when they go to the Supreme Court, the matter will come to a full stop. They cannot do politics with NEET.
What
They
are
want to do politics with
joking
NEET in
seriously? Do you know
2024
the law?
elections. And
Do you
that
know
is
law?
the main idea.
Do you know
That
law?
is the main idea.
Hello,
That is
gentlemen.
the
Do you know
idea.
what is
If
law?
you go to, why don't you go to Supreme Court? Why don't you go to Supreme Court?
Do you know what is the
You go to
Constitution?
Supreme Court.
Do you know anything
You
of
go
this?
to you go to
Do you
Supreme
know
Court.
anything of this?
If you think,
Except
if you,
repeating like a parrot.
I know everything. I know
Except
everything.
repeating like
I
a
know
parrot.
everything.
Except repeating like a parrot. Don't be like a parrot.
If you
Don't
think
vomit
governor is illegal,
whatever is fed
if
to
you
you.
Okay,
think
okay.
governor
Let's
is
not-
illegal,
Listen,
you don't
let's not
say
introduce
like
the debate to
that.
this.
You
Let me bring in
don't-
Mr. Pullarao.
You don't say that.
Why-
Saravan, you don't say that.
Yeah, one second. One second. Gentlemen. Let me come in here. Dr. Pullarao, one second. I'm going to lower all faders. Just Dr. Pullarao now. Dr. Pullarao has been very patient. Please calm down, gentlemen. Let's calm down. Dr. Pullarao, simple question that's being posed here by Shriram is that why not go to the court? If there are so many legal infirmities, if there are so many loopholes, if there are so many wrongs that have been committed, approach the court and settle the matter once and for all.
Yeah, with due respect to all, and especially Mr. Sriram and others, why should you go to the court for every issue? That's why governments are losing their ascendancy to the courts. They can solve it. The central government can take the initiative, not simply say you go to court. It is not the right attitude. After all, it's a very large state, Tamil Nadu. It's got a great tradition. I believe education of 150 years, 175 years ago, universities were established there. There should be some understanding of the situation. If a state government feels so strongly about it, the central government should welcome them, discuss it, try to find a solution. This is not rocket science. Is it good for the country that to take a hard line attitude like this on any issue? Definitely it's an emotional issue that suicides are being committed there. Just as in Rajasthan, you have these coaching center suicides even today, every day. There's something wrong with our education system, where you must have colleges, schools and coaching centers. Finally, the coaching centers win.
Okay.
Coaching centers have become colleges themselves now. Therefore, there is definitely, I would feel, the government of India should step down or step up and come and see what's the solution we can find. Many solutions. After all, the number of colleges now, I believe, in the country are about 800.
Okay.
They're going to increase it by another 1,000. It's not going to be so hard to get seats provided. So definitely, I believe this is not being the right attitude.
Okay, this is not the right attitude. This issue can be sorted out if the centre is a little more flexible, says Mr. Pularao. Please respond to that. Narayan Tirupati, please respond to that.
He says that why everything you have to go to the court. See, for this, it is the court which had order, and we have to go to the court only. We already went and we requested the court, which the Supreme Court refused. In fact, Supreme Court refused and said, nothing doing, you have to have this need. This is what the Supreme Court has said. We need to understand this. If at all you want anything, you go to the Supreme Court. That's what J.V. Sriram said. That is the right thing. But I am telling you, Madhav, from my side, see, only after NEET, in all the districts, in double digits, our students, Tamil Nadu students from all the districts, even backward districts like Ariyalur, Ramanathapuram, Nilgiris, all are learning medicine there. Only after NEET, government school students are, attending the medical colleges only after the NEET. And after the NEET only, Tamil Nadu students in hundreds and hundreds of students are going to other states also in higher numbers. So far, we have only 5,000 seats in the government colleges.
Okay.
Now, we are having more 500 seats, and we are occupying that. So, the DMK doesn't want the Tamil Nadu students to go out because they want them to be given in DMK's medical colleges. They want money. That is the main reason DMK is opposing.
Okay. But I want Mr. Pularao to come in on that statistic. Coming to you, Sarvana, I see your hand going up. But I want Mr. Pularao to respond to that specific statistic because here you have Narayan Tirupati who says Tamil Nadu students are going to other states as well. And that was not happening earlier. Coming to you, Sarvana, just 1 minute. Let Mr. Pularao come in now. I'm coming to you 1 second. Let Mr. Pularao respond to that point.
Let me come in.
Let me counter them.
I'm coming to you, sir. Just give me 30 seconds. Let Mr. Pularao come in on that. I'm coming to you.
These allegations.
Yeah, okay.
1 second. You say, one thing, Mr. Madhav, there is no one solution to every problem. Surely a large country like ours can have a bouquet of solutions. When they demand it, Tamil Nadu is a responsible state. It's a large state. It is way ahead in industrialization and other things. Very progressive. They can find other solutions. What I don't understand, and I feel very, very bad about it, is this whole coaching center situation in India. For example, I'm going a little out of the way. 15 lakh people apply for exams to sit for the IAS, 100 get in. They waste 20,000 crores in coaching fees. Is this the kind of setup you want in India? You must have a review of the system. When anybody demands it, how do an ordinary student, he has to at least aspire. He has to aspire a poor student. Whether he gets it or not, there is a time, this is a time I hope the central government will listen and not take the shield that it is the Supreme Court. Supreme Court will go along if both the state and central government come up with a solution.
Yeah, I can see many hands going up. Yeah, Sarvana, you wanted to respond to the specific point made by Narayan Tirupati.
Yeah. Yes. See, anyone, let them be from any part, let them get qualified from any part of the state. They are getting qualified only because they are attending a coaching class. They are having the money to give them to the coaching class. That apart. See, the Supreme Court said about the validity, about everything, importance of NEET or the necessity of NEET 5 years back when we did not have this coaching class mafia. Why the BJP and the RSS is silent on this coaching class mafia? Why are they not raising their voice against this coaching class mafia? 1 lakh crore.
What basis?
Every year.
1 second. Sarvana, is there something conclusive to link the BJP and RSS with coaching class mafia? It's a very serious charge you are making. What is the link? Who is the neta? Who is the person? What is the link between the so-called coaching class mafia and BJP and RSS? Please tell us.
Yes, they are the ones who want NEET. It is only because of their insistence of NEET, this coaching class mafia is thriving. What did the union government do to stop this mafia?
Yeah. Okay.
This coaching class mafia.
So there's nothing. So there's no basis. You are just saying because they are pushing NEET, they are supporting a coaching class mafia. Yeah. Narayan Tirupati.
No, Mr. Saravanan doesn't speak with any kind of, authenticity or proofs. And regularly, mafias are in DMK only, not with BJP or RSS. We all know. And how many people are in jail and how many people are in
we
jail.
know, sir. We know Haryana, what mafia meant. The man who speaks, who's spewing venom, hatred is the minister. He is giving promotions. Don't speak about mafia.
Let's stick to Tamil Nadu, please. Let's stick to Tamil Nadu. Let's stick to Tamil Nadu for the moment, gentlemen.
You are doing politics in murder. You are doing politics in murder. It is not fair.
Okay. But end of the day,
who's doing cow
end of the day, let's restrict it to NEET, please. I want JVC Shriram to comment on one simple point. JVC Shriram, unfortunate situation that has there in Tamil Nadu, where we've seen over the last 5 years, 20 such students die by suicide. Now, this is something, end of the day, whichever political party one belongs to, it does not matter. Because you have a situation where even the AIDMK has taken a position similar to that of the DMK. JVC Shriram.
Yes, see, the basic point which we are trying to drive home is the fact that the counseling and coaching centers have been in existence much before also. Before NEET was introduced also, it is there. In CA coaching, you have coaching institute. In the IIT entrance examination, you have coaching. So if you think there is a coaching mafia, there must be some authenticity. Without authenticity, Mr. Saravanan is going on saying that it's a coaching mafia and it is funded by BJP and RSS. But on the contrary, we all know pretty well that many colleges, medical colleges, are owned by the DMK people. While Mr. Narendra Modi opened 11 government medical colleges a couple of years back, you look at how many private medical colleges existed in the past in Tamil Nadu, and during the DMK regime of 2006 and 2011, there have been several private medical colleges which have been there. NEET is basically a solution for a competent, meritocratic student who is capable, can attempt and become a doctor. And more importantly, it gives multiple chances. Earlier, there was no multiple chances.
I'm sorry, Mr. Shriram, I'm interrupting you because we're completely out of time. We'll have to leave it there for the moment. I'd like to thank all of you for joining us on this very important story. But very important is that students are taking these extreme steps, and it is certainly time for all, whether the BJP, whether DMK, to sit down and try and resolve this issue before it gets further out of hand. Thank you so much for joining us on Debate Number 1.